Jiu-Jitsu athletes, do you know how much bodyweight strength you need for Jiu-Jitsu? Here are 3 key areas that you should focus on developing bodyweight strength to help improve your athleticism, so that way you are better prepared to win more matches and get injured less. What's going on, guys? My name is Josh Settlage and I am the BJJ Strength Coach. And before we dive into the video, I have a free 4-week strength program that I'd love to send you that's designed to help you get started on building strength, so that way you are better prepared to win more matches and get injured less. To download that free training program, all you gotta do is just click the link in the description below. This video is gonna be part 2 in my strength versus technique series for Jiu-Jitsu. And if you haven't watched part 1 yet, just click right here. In part 1, we discussed how getting stronger is the #1 thing you can do off the mat to help improve your performance on the mat. And I also gave you 5 key areas that you should focus on developing strength to help improve your overall athleticism for Jiu-Jitsu. And in this video, I'm gonna give you 3 more key areas that you should focus on developing bodyweight strength to help enhance your overall Jiu-Jitsu performance. I've said it before and I'll say it again, my top 3 bodyweight exercises for Jiu-Jitsu athletes are gonna be the pull-up, the dip, and the Nordic curl. And this video is gonna be your guide on how much bodyweight strength you need to develop in these 3 exercises. There are gonna be 3 standards that I suggest for each of these exercises. The minimum standard. This is the minimum amount of bodyweight strength that competitive Jiu-Jitsu athletes should strive for in each exercise. The base standard. The base standards are a great goal for any competitive Jiu-Jitsu athlete, and by hitting all of the base standards in these 3 exercises, you will have created an amazing foundation of bodyweight strength for Jiu-Jitsu competition. The elite standard. The elite standard is the top end range of bodyweight strength that is appropriate for competitive Jiu-Jitsu athletes. And once you hit the elite standard, you can obviously continue getting stronger and go beyond that point. But in my experience, I've found that the work required to go much farther than the elite standard can sometimes take away from our own Jiu-Jitsu training. One of my all-time favorite bodyweight exercises for Jiu-Jitsu athletes is the pull-up. These are the standards that I suggest for competitive Jiu-Jitsu athletes. At a minimum, competitive Jiu-Jitsu athletes should be able to complete 10 technically perfect reps for men and 5 technically perfect reps for women. Arms should be fully extended at the bottom and your chin should reach over the bar on every rep. However, I highly suggest working towards the base standard of completing 15 technically perfect reps for men and 7 technically perfect reps for women. If you want to develop some elite strength in this area, you can shoot for completing 20 technically perfect reps for men and 10 technically perfect reps for women. If the pull-up is my all-time favorite bodyweight exercise for Jiu-Jitsu athletes, the dip is going to be a close second. These are the standards that I suggest for competitive Jiu-Jitsu athletes. At a minimum, competitive Jiu-Jitsu athletes should be able to complete 10 technically perfect reps for men and 7 technically perfect reps for women. Arms should be fully extended at the top with an upright posture, and shoulders should dip below the plane of the elbows at the bottom of every rep. However, I suggest working up to the base standard of completing 20 technically perfect reps for men and 14 technically perfect reps for women. If you want to take your strength to another level, you can strive for the elite standard, which is 30 technically perfect reps for men and 21 technically perfect reps for women. Before we get further into the video, I did want to tell you about today's sponsor, Saga Fitness. Saga Fitness is a technology company that specializes in blood flow restriction training. Their wireless and fully Bluetooth blood flow restriction training cuffs, which I'm wearing right now, are tools that I've been using for the past several months to enhance my level of muscle growth, maintain a greater level of strength, recover faster from injuries, and improve my conditioning for Jiu-Jitsu. Saga Fitness has created an amazing, fully wireless blood flow restriction training cuff that connects directly to your phone, automatically calibrates to your preferred occlusion pressure, and provides full workouts and training programs for your specific training needs. If you want to support the channel and get your hands on a pair of some Saga Fitness blood flow restriction training cuffs, all you got to do is just click the link in the description below and use code COACHJ to get 10% off your order. And now, back to the video. The Nordic curl is essentially a pull-up for the lower body and is one of the greatest lower body exercises for grappling athletes. These are the standards that I suggest for competitive Jiu-Jitsu athletes. At a minimum, competitive Jiu-Jitsu athletes should be able to complete 1 technically perfect rep with hips extended in an upright posture at the top position and your thighs and chest touching the pad at the bottom position. However, I highly suggest working up to the base standard of completing 3 technically perfect reps. If you want to take your strength to another level, you can also work up to the elite standard standard, which is to complete 6 or more technically perfect reps of the Nordic curl. If you're new to Jiu Jitsu, or maybe even if you're new to including strength training as part of your Jiu Jitsu competition prep, and you're looking at some of these standards and feel a little bit intimidated, no need to fear. It may take some time for you to reach some of these standards, and it's okay if you can't hit the elite standard in all 3 of these areas. If you need help getting started on developing strength in some of these key areas, I created a free 4-week strength program that you can download to help you get started. All you gotta do is just click the link in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Josh Settlage and I'm the BJJ Strength Coach. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and check out this video right here, which has more information on how to help you win more matches and get injured less.